Whenever multiple approaches are in operation, the approach sequence, or stack, is established to permit the arrival of the maximum number of aircraft with the least average delay at the destination aerodrome. An expected approach time shall be determined for every arriving aircraft that will be subjected to a delay of at least 10 minutes, and shall be transmitted to the aircraft as soon as possible, and preferably no later than at the commencement of its initial descent from cruising level. Should already issued estimated approach times vary for any reason by more than 5 minutes, then a revised time will be issued to the affected aircraft without delay. The holding fix to which an expected approach time relates shall be identified, together with the approach time, whenever circumstances are such that this would not otherwise be evident to the pilot. Priority may be given to aircraft that are compelled to land because of an emergency, or are carrying any sick or injured person requiring medical help. In addition, aircraft that are short of fuel, perhaps having already been diverted, will also gain priority. However, the general rule is that the stack empties from its base. ATC will approve a request to hold due to weather, but if other aircraft decide to complete an approach and radar is available, the holding pilot will be vectored to an adjacent fix to continue the holding procedure. Alternatively, he could be placed at the top of the stack. Where an aircraft has been authorized to absorb delay time whilst en route, the time delayed should be credited in any stacking that the aircraft is placed in. This is known as credit time. Unless timed approaches are in progress, succeeding aircraft will be cleared for approach when the preceding aircraft reports that he can complete his approach without encountering IMC, is communicating with and is in sight of the aerodrome and should make a normal landing. In timed approaches, succeeding aircraft are cleared from the stack after the preceding aircraft is reported inbound from the significant point. After leaving the stack in this manner, the aircraft must reach a defined checkpoint inbound at a specific time for the successive approach to continue with a desired interval between the landing aircraft. The following information is to be passed to aircraft during the 3 approach phases: when established, upon commencement of final approach, and during the final approach. When established in the approach, the aircraft shall be passed the runway in use, prevailing meteorological conditions, the current runway surface conditions, any changes in the operational status of visual or non-visual aids, essential for approach and landing. Commencing final approach, the following information shall be transmitted to the aircraft: significant changes in the weather, the latest information on wind shear and/or turbulence in the final approach area, the current visibility in terms of runway visual range and/or slant visual range. During the final approach, the following will be passed on: the sudden occurrence of hazards, if any, significant variations in the current surface wind, significant changes in runway surface conditions, changes in the operational status of required visual or non-visual aids, changes in runway visual range, or changes in the visibility in the direction of approach and landing.